I'm Jake Fye from the 27th Legislative District and chair of the House Transportation Committee. The transportation budget is a standalone budget that takes revenues that we get from vehicle fees and gas taxes, and we pay for, most importantly, I think, is the preservation and maintenance of the state highway system, and we also fund the ferry system. Obviously there's fees the passengers pay as well. We also do a lot of major highway construction projects that lots of people in the Tacoma area would see, like the Gateway project. And we also pay for the Washington State Patrol. And then we pay for the Department of Licensing for supporting the vehicle licensing part of our road system, and also for the driver's licensing system. This was the most difficult transportation budget that we've had to write, and it really stems from substantial increases in construction costs affecting highway projects in the state. Everything from the escalating cost of materials to the availability of labor and contractors to do the work. And some of our projects are a bit more complicated, and so they have some risk associated. And so we're talking about inflation that's over 30 to 40% in many cases. So a big struggle to maintain momentum, preserve our existing system, and being potentially more cautious about how many projects we can undertake in order to stay fiscally responsible. And we would need revenue to accomplish, just to get ourselves back on track because of all this inflation. So there will be increased taxes on vehicle fees and on gasoline and diesel in order to balance our budget and keep up with the maintenance of our state highway system. What I would suggest is that, because people will see cost increases on their vehicle licensing and on their gas taxes, is that that's part and parcel to maintaining a good system and keeping it in good repair, making improvements where it's justified, but it doesn't come for free, and it's because of all kinds of different conditions, particularly after COVID. It's an unprecedented increase in costs and expenses that we really keep up with our needs, because I hear from lots of people about things being dangerous on the highway system or lack of maintenance causing them for their tires to blow out. We want to have a solid performing transportation system that will get people and businesses to where they need to get their products. Back in 2022, we provided a little over $1 billion to bring in new vessels into our system and convert some of our existing vessels to be hybrid electric for cost-saving purposes. To fuel vessels on electricity is a lot cheaper than to be using diesel or other forms of petroleum to move the vessels. So there'll be long-term savings for doing this, but we are making an investment. We're expecting in early May to get some bids from shipyards to help us refit our system. Unfortunately, we got ferry vessels that we've had to use that are over 50 years old, so we've got to replace those vessels because they're becoming very expensive to maintain. You can reach me at my phone number here in Olympia, and at least reach our staff, and they will certainly get messages to me. And email is also another way. As bills come up, especially as we get close to the end of session, I've got feelings of people in the 27th District in mind when I take the votes that I need to take.